What's up, you guys? So, I'm actually going to be making my videos with my little microphone. I wanted to try something different and my iPhone. So, let me know if you guys like these videos better because I kind of want to start making videos when I get inspired. And I felt like as of now, there's a lot of things going on in the world. There's a big shift, a collective shift. We are, because everybody is doing the inner work, we are raising our, frequency. So we are being called to rest and everything kind of seems a little chaotic because we are in our new timelines, our highest timelines, right? We are shedding old versions of us and it's a beautiful time to be alive. But because that is happening, I haven't really been able to really speak as deeply and as I used to, and I already told you guys about this. It doesn't flow right now just because there's an illusion of being disconnected, but we aren't disconnected. It's just we are new versions of ourselves and we are closing out cycles. And so yeah, let me know if you guys like this video. But 111, as I looked at the timer, that's kind of cool. See, 111 has been a number lately and 1111, but that's new beginnings. But anyways, okay. Today I actually just wanted to talk about not settling. I don't know, I just got inspired to speak, and from here on out for a while, I'm just gonna speak on things that come to my mind, and I'm gonna have my microphone with me, and I don't know, I just want to speak when I feel inspired, and I'd rather speak on here than my TikTok because my TikTok videos end up being long, and I'd rather do YouTube. I love YouTube, but yeah, so I was sitting down and I was meditating right now, you guys, and I want to remind you guys not to settle for people, places, and things that don't make you feel like you're good enough, that make you feel hard to love, that just don't satisfy you, whether it's a job, a relationship, whatever it is, don't settle. And I know that it's really scary and it's really hard to leave certain situations because you're afraid of not finding better. You're afraid of nothing being out there for you, right? Like you're taking a leap into the unknown. You are having blind faith in yourself, and you are trusting your intuition. So, most of all, through all of this, trust your intuition. Your intuition knows when it's time to move on, my loves. Like your highest self, your intuition knows. Your intuition is your highest self calling to you, and like I always say, in the midst of growth is the difficult situation, right? Like you're challenged, you're feeling this way for a reason. Just think of it that way. You are feeling this way because you're being pushed by God, the universe, source, whatever it is you resonate with, but you are being pushed to move on. You will know when it's time to move on from something. And it's scary, right? Because that happened to me and I decided to take a leap into the unknown, and that's it's a beautiful thing because now I found better. I found me, first of all. I found me. I knew who I was, but there was so much I needed to learn about myself. I was scared that there wasn't going to be better. Even though I knew that the situation I was in, I was just settling. It was easier to settle, right, than to it was easier to settle because that is known, that is comfortable, right? Even comfortable could be toxic. It was comfortable. So it was easier for me to settle than for me to leave and do something that I was so unsure about. But my intuition, my high self was calling me, was pushing me. And that's the thing, is that the universe, source, God is never going to make you feel content or comfortable in a situation that you're never meant to settle in. And like I always say, trust your intuition. Your intuition knows. So yeah, you have that intuitive calling to move forward, to move on, right? And like I said previously, the fear is holding you back, but that's all part of the journey here, is to move through that fear, is to move through that uncertainty. Because when you do that, you find yourself, you realign with your path, with who you are. When you decide to put yourself first and to not settle for things that don't make you feel good, or for people, places, and things, you show an enormous sense of self-love for you, for who you are. And that is a very beautiful way to express, love for yourself, and to express and to finally put your foot down and know your worth. But don't ever settle. Don't ever settle for something that you don't want. If it's a relationship, You deserve to be loved the way that you want to be loved. You are not too much. You are not asking for too much. And I promise you, there is going to be somebody out there that is going to be more than you could have ever even asked for. I promise you, there's going to be a job out there that's more than you could have ever even imagined. And on the other side of that, though, is you taking the leap into blind faith and trusting your intuition. Trusting your intuition. And your intuition is the thing that's pulling you, right? Your intuition is, the follow your heart, I guess I can say, to make it easier. Follow your heart, because your intuition is your all knowing, right? And it's gonna guide you. Like, you know when it's time to move, and you know when it's time to choose you. And it's hard sometimes to understand our intuition because fear, right? Your intuition isn't fear. I just want to say that your intuition isn't fear. So if you're confused on what that is, like, your intuition isn't the thing that is keeping you even though you want to go. Your intuition isn't the thing that's telling you, oh, it's not going to work out because A, B, and C and D. Like, it's eliciting fear and stress inside of you. Your intuition is that very light. Like, it's very airy, very relaxed. It doesn't hold a lot of energy. It's not loud and like chaotic and fearful. It's very, I guess, subtle, but it could be loud. I guess it could be loud in the sense to where when it's time for you to move, it's gonna keep bothering you. It's gonna keep bothering you, right? It's gonna make you, like I said, it's not gonna let you settle in a situation that you're not meant to settle in. So your intuition is like following your heart, following where your heart is telling you to go. And you gotta trust that you're gonna be caught by the universe or source, God. Like, you gotta ask whoever you talk to God, the universe. I talk to my spirit guides, talk to them, your highest self, and ask them to help you, ask them to guide you, ask them to give you clarity on where you on the situation that you're currently in, and or ask them to give you a sign, right, that you're making the right choice. And I did that, and they gave me a sign, and it was beautiful. But don't ever settle, my loves, in something that's not making you happy. Don't ever settle in something that doesn't that doesn't fuel who you are, right? And I say that because you don't want to be old one day, right? You don't want to be grown or on your deathbed, or just many years past and looking back and regretting not choosing you, right? You don't want to regret not choosing the path that you wanted to go to, right? You don't want to regret any of that. You want to take a look back, right? As many years go by, you want to take a look back and be proud of your choices, and be proud that you decided to have the audacity to choose yourself, and be proud that you decided to move forward, right? You want the little version of you, your inner child or your inner teen or the young adult, in you, to look at you, many years later, and look at you and say, damn, we did that. Like, I chose me. I didn't let myself down. I did that shit. And like I said, there's no handbook. There's no handbook on how to do all of this. The only thing is trusting yourself and trusting where you want to go. But you don't deserve to settle in things that aren't for you. You don't deserve to settle with things that make you feel shitty, right? Like, you don't deserve that. You are such an amazing person, and you are enough. You got to remind yourself that you are enough, that you deserve everything you've ever wanted. You are deserving of it, okay? There might be a reason why we're settling, because we don't believe we're deserving. We don't believe we're enough. We don't believe that this is going to work out. But I need you to look inward and work on those core beliefs or limiting beliefs that are telling you you don't deserve. You are not deserving, because you are deserving. You are deserving of everything you've ever wanted. You are deserving of a happily ever after. You are deserving of miracles, of blessings, because you are a miracle and a blessing in human form. My love, you are fucking magic. You are deserving of everything and much more. And you need to tell yourself that, and you need to trust yourself, because like I said, on the other side of taking that leap of trusting yourself, of trusting your intuition, is so much beauty, is everything you've ever fucking wanted. And obviously at first, it might not look like it, because you might need to keep choosing yourself and prove that you do believe that you are worthy, but I promise you, sooner than later, your manifestations or everything you've been asking for is going to be presented to you. It is. And remember, if it's not, then there's something else better for you. You're never being punished. There's nothing ever withheld from you. There's always only better, right? It's never a no. It's either not right now or I have something better for you. And, you know, Source is always conspiring in your favor and wants you to succeed. They want you to succeed, and you're going to succeed. There is no other option for you other than to succeed, other than to choose yourself, other than to not settle in things that aren't meant for you, that aren't meant for you. So right now I want to tell you to trust yourself, to believe in yourself, to know that you are strong enough, that you are powerful enough. Even if you are the first person around you to ever do this, just know that you can. And some days it might not seem like anything's working or there's any progress, but I promise you there is. There are just things behind the scenes in the magic that we cannot see, that we are not aware of, but everything is always working in your favor, my friend. Always, okay? I just wanted to give you that little video today, but yeah, you're enough. Also, remember, certain things aren't going to work out because that lesson within that person, within that thing has been accomplished. Why are you going to force something to stay? Why are you going to force yourself to settle? If you're ready for your next adventure, if you're ready for your next timeline, you see, the human brain, we are so attached. We are so attached to these things. That's why we limit ourselves. But if you can see it from the higher self perspective and understand that my time here with this person or with this job or whatever is done. I learned all I needed to learn, so it's now time to grow. It's now time to say I love you, farewell, but I need to choose me. I need to choose me, and that's something that I've learned deeply, is that there are certain things here, certain people, certain places that are only lessons, and there are certain things that are lessons, but that are a lifetime, that last a lifetime. But how are you gonna find your person or your job or your career, your soul's path that lasts a lifetime if you are settling and occupying that space with something that doesn't make you happy, with something that you fulfilled your lessons with something that is no longer for you? You see, we are unconditional love at the core, okay? But we are a reflection of others, of people, and and so when we learned our lesson, or when that karmic is done, right, we are unconditional love at the core, and the most loving thing you can do is to remove yourself so that other person or whatever it is can learn their lessons too, right? Can follow their own individual path. And the most loving thing you can do for yourself is to choose you. Is to stop settling for things you're not meant to settle in, my love. To stop settling for things that you aren't meant to settle in. And like I said, you will know. You will get an intuitive call and an intuitive push. So, that's the bittersweet of it, is that your time has come to an end, but that means that you've learned a lot. You've learned what you needed to learn, and that's so fucking beautiful. And it's sad, and grieve and feel your emotions, but know that there is a better timeline. There is a next chapter for you waiting. It's waiting for you to choose you, okay? So choose you. I'm very passionate about this because this was a big lesson that I went through this past year, a huge fucking lesson, wanting to leave situations that didn't serve me, and I did it, and I'm better because of it. I could have never, like I always say, I could have never imagined being me, the version that I am now, because I decided to choose me. And so the universe, source, God started clapping for me and said, okay, she decided. And so now we're going to help her understand on a deeper level. And a few months it was tough because I still needed to choose me and understand myself and do the inner work, and had those tarot moments, and I had a death and rebirth and grieve my old self and remove things that don't serve me, right? But before I knew it, a year passed. It's already a year. And I could have never, the version of me now is just such, I'm just so grateful for the path, for the journey. And I'm grateful. Sometimes, I didn't see what was the end of this. And obviously there's no end, but I didn't see the evolution, the end point of where I would be now. And I'm glad though, because I would do it all over again if it meant to be here in this exact same place. But yeah, I just want to say that to you guys. I love you very much, my friends. If you guys have any questions or anything you want me to talk about in a video, let me know in the comments. Make sure to Let me know if you guys kind of like this little phone microphone thing because I could take it with me wherever I go and just sit and like at a park and talk. And I kind of like that because I was getting a little overwhelmed trying to set up my laptop and think of something. I don't know. I couldn't think that well. I kind of wanted to be a little bit more laid back, which I am now. But yeah, I love you, friends. I believe in you. You are enough. You are worthy. And yeah, good luck on your journey. And just know that even when it seems hard that you can't do it, you can do it. You are strong enough. Okay, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.